Question 61. Larynx, the muscles of the larynx, the cavity of the larynx, blood vessels and nerves. Now for laryngeal muscles, you have thyroepiglottic muscle, which enlarges the laryngeal inlet. Then you have aryepiglottic muscle, which narrows the laryngeal inlet. Next you have cricothyroid, this one. Next you have posterior cricoarytenoid. This is only abductor of laryngeal muscles. Then you have lateral cricoarytenoid. Then you have transverse arytenoid. And oblique arytenoid. These two are the strongest adductor. They are one and the same muscle, but they are two parts, transverse and oblique. And then you have thyroarytenoid muscle. And the deep part of this muscle is named vocal muscle, vocalis. And this is the one that tenses the vocal cord and forms the edge of rima glottidis and regulates the ability of the vocal fold to vibrate. Next we have laryngeal cavity. Here you see a transverse cut inside into the larynx. The laryngeal cavity extends from laryngeal inlet to the lower border of cricoid cartilage. This is cricoid cartilage. It is divided into three parts: the vestibule, glottis, and infraglottic cavity. The vestibule extends from laryngeal inlet to rima vestibuli. This is vestibular folds. And it is wider above and narrows as it goes downwards. The laryngeal inlet is bordered by upper margin of epiglottis, aryepiglottic folds, and interarytenoid fold. The glottis is the middle part of larynx and extends from rima vestibuli, border of bivestibular folds, to rima glottidis, bordered by vocal folds. So these in green are vocal folds. On each side, between the vestibular and vocal folds, you have laryngeal ventricle that extends into the laryngeal sinus. And the laryngeal sinus contains mucus glands moistening vocal folds. Now the infraglottic cavity is the lower part of larynx and extends from vocal folds to lower border of cricoid cartilage. Lastly, we have the blood supply of larynx is by the superior and inferior thyroid arteries. So you have larynx behind here. This is superior thyroid artery, inferior thyroid artery. Nerve supply for both muscles and other is by the 10th cranial nerve, the vagus nerve. So here you see larynx. And vagus gives branches called superior and recurrent laryngeal nerves for the larynx.